যাদের বাড়ি কাজ করতাম দেখতাম যে কাজটা প্রচুর টাকার দরকার।
দোকানটা পুড়ে গেছিল তো।
আমরা তো অন্ধ, আমরা তো লেখাপড়া শিখিনি, কিছু তো জানি না। মাছও একদিন পেটে পড়তো।
আমার তখন যেহেতু টাকাটা খুব প্রয়োজন ছিল, এখন হয়তো ওরও হয়তো টাকাটা খুব প্রয়োজন।
আমাকে স্বপ্ন দেখতে শিখিয়েছে বন্ধন।
"54 kilometers south of Kolkata, this is one of India's most backward villages. As he rides into it, a long day beckons for Bandhan's credit officer, Himadri Mondal. For the past 13 years, his company has been giving tiny loans to poor people to ply small businesses. Mondal's key responsibilities are to oversee these enterprises and recover loans. At this meeting, Mondal also receives an application for a new loan of a few thousand rupees. This woman who wants it says she is looking to expand her fishing business.
বন্ধন ছিল বলে আজকে আমরা মেয়ে মানুষ করতে পেরেছি এবং রিক্সা কিনতে পেরেছি। তার জন্য আজকে আমরা দুবেলা দুমুঠো খেতেও পাচ্ছি।
Besides giving loans to start or restore businesses, Bandhan lends to its borrowers to send their children to school as well. This family says it first borrowed from Bandhan to buy a rickshaw. It pulled them out of subsistence level poverty, and then they borrowed for their daughter's education.
We are also supporting the society at large. I must say this one area in the financial segment which banks could not reach out and MFIs reached out. So we've been supporting Bandhan. We are indirectly supporting the society also.
In less than a day, Bandhan has evaluated this woman's application and approved a loan of 15,000 rupees, or about $250 at the current exchange rate. After her neighbors supported her loan application, this manager has turned up at her home for a final round of scrutiny.
আমরা দেখলাম যদি পয়সাটা দিয়ে থাকি তাহলে উনি বিজনেসটা বাড়িয়ে বন্ধনের কিস্তিও দিতে পারবে এবং ওনার যে ব্যবসাটা আরো ডেভেলপ করতে পারবে।
This is one of 8 centers where Bandhan's staff receive intensive training. Close monitoring of borrowers has resulted in Bandhan managing to keep delinquency at less than 1% at all times.
NPA depend on that the people are invest the money in a right way or not. After the disbursement of the loan, within a 15 days, my staff physically checked it. They are invested the money in a right way or anything wrong.
Deepali Roy is all smiles today, not for the money alone. Securing a loan from Bandhan establishes her creditworthiness within her community.
টাকাটা পেয়ে খুব খুশি হয়েছি। বন্ধন থেকে টাকাটা নিয়ে এটা আমার অনেক দিনের স্বপ্ন ছিল, আজ এই স্বপ্নটা পূরণ হলো।
This is where it began, at Bandhan, 60 kilometers from Kolkata, where Bandhan launched its first branch in 2001. In its first full year of operation, Bandhan lent only 2 million rupees. This lady, Uma Chatterjee, is one of Bandhan's oldest borrowers. She says she took money at a time when she had lost her poultry farm to avian flu. She now makes rakhis, or cotton bracelets with ornamentations.
আমার ছেলে হওয়ার আগে থেকে আমি লোন নিচ্ছি বন্ধনে। আজকে বন্ধন যত আস্তে আস্তে বড় হচ্ছে, আমার ছেলেও বড় হচ্ছে।
Until early 2006, Bandhan expanded only in the eastern Indian state of West Bengal. By then, it had around 150,000 borrowers. When it ventured out, it took baby steps, expanding and consolidating in a few neighboring states at a time. Currently, Bandhan has over 2,000 offices in 22 of India's 29 states and 13,000 employees serving over 5 million borrowers. But even as Bandhan spread itself across the country, it kept a tab on costs. Its offices have robust manpower, but they are remarkably frugal when it comes to furniture.
One office means one table and one armed plastic chair for manager, and the 8 chairs armless is a plastic for credit officer, 10 tools for borrowers, and one of the steel almirah and one of the wooden rack, one tube light, one fan.
Growth escalated when in 2006, Bandhan started pursuing business outside West Bengal. That year, till March 2007, Bandhan expanded its loan portfolio by about 1 billion rupees while adding close to 300,000 customers. At the end of March 2014, Bandhan had a loan portfolio of 61 billion rupees, or around $1 billion. The biggest jump came in fiscal 2014, when Bandhan added 17 billion rupees to its loan portfolio.
Our engagement has been right from day one with Bandhan, and we are very proud of the fact that it has emerged as one of the sterling institutions in the MFI sector.
To strengthen its bonding with the underprivileged, Bandhan runs free schools for dropouts. They are taught for up to 3 years until they return to formal education. And even as it encourages people to secure their own livelihoods, Bandhan plows some of its profits into charity. It scours neighborhoods to find people who are too poor to run businesses on borrowed money. Such people receive productive resources for free. This woman, for instance, received a goat and a weekly subsistence allowance to keep her hearth lit.
খুব কষ্ট দিন গেছে, খেতে পাইনি, কাঠ কেটে খাই, ধূপকাঠি করি। এখন এই ছাগল টাগল নিয়ে এদের খাইয়ে এদের নিয়ে খুব আনন্দ আছে।
Even health and nutrition do not escape Bandhan's attention. Through regular interactions, Bandhan's volunteers impart training to the larger community. It even lends for medical emergencies. But these aren't missionary initiatives in the strict sense, and in the long run do not increase costs.
We are the lowest interest rate charging in the country among the microfinance institution, and our operating cost lowest in the world.
Funding enterprises like these, which are overlooked by India's high street banks, Bandhan has pulled millions out of poverty. In short, that's about all it has done, but that was enough to earn it a banking license ahead of much larger conglomerates.
Bandhan, of course, is today the largest MFI with over 5,000 crores of loans outstanding and 5 million borrowers. Plus, it's based in the eastern region, which suffers massively from financial exclusion.
New banks are supposed to further the cause of financial inclusion, and I think Bandhan was in the best position. Most difficult part of the business of financial inclusion they are all doing.
As Bandhan transforms into a bank, it is beginning to get a lot of attention. Seen here is the US Consul General in Kolkata, Helen Lafave, taking a guided tour of Bandhan's operations. In a country where 2/3 of the adult population still do not have access to formal finance, it isn't surprising that she is fascinated by what she has seen. But for Bandhan's partners from its early days, such as the World Bank and its arm, the International Finance Corporation, a lot more is awaited.
We've been supporting Bandhan from the beginning, and that it's growing up from a small organization just helping the poor now to hopefully a true bank for the poor. So that's a great opportunity.
Indeed, an opportunity. And the transformation has begun, as the lender has set challenging targets for itself. As always from its inception, Bandhan continues to be a work in progress, now aimed at completing the full circle of financial inclusion.